I'm Ben Walker, 38, and I'm part of Real Men Talk.
Real Men Talk?
Yep.
What does that mean?
That is basically us saying that there's no reason for you to sit at home or wherever or hide away from your feelings or your emotions and talk. Be real.
But where's that all come from? Because, I mean, you know as well as I do, yeah? Grown men, they don't talk about the type of shit that you want to get down to. You know what I mean? The hard stuff with the mental health, depression, the anxieties. And why did you guys come up with that?
Because basically, I'm ex-rugby, strongman, boxing, doorman, Paul's ex-rugby, Nathan's ex-strongman, all been in bother, all looked at around town as big hard men, what everybody would see a real man. But we talk about it. We talk to each other about it. There's no shame in it.
But why do you talk?
Because you need to talk. Because you're just going down a slippery slope. You've got to feel you've got to feel comfortable, but you need to talk. You need to be able to relate to somebody and get the offload all the time. Not all the time, but you need to be able to offload to somebody.
You see, now I would disagree with you there. I would say all the time. I would say all the time.
Yeah.
Because you're right. It is important to talk, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So how did it all come about?
We was thinking about it anyway. Lockdown was really hard for me last year because I shut my PT business down.
Oh, right.
I lost like basically everything.
Yeah.
And it was then that I realised that I had some demons inside, that I was just hiding behind muscles and training and this, that and the other. And basically was due to go to Nathan's house one night for beers, and I just rang him up and said, I'm not in a good headspace, I just want to be on my own. I'm not coming around, boys. Now, if I'd have done that to any other lads, it'd have been, stop being a fucking Jesse, get around, you'll be alright, have a few beers, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, yep, fine, we'll check on you in 24 hours.
Isn't it weird?
And that was it. No jokes, no animosity. They didn't bother me, they didn't pester me, which can do the opposite of what people actually thinks it's going to do.
Yeah.
In the morning, I just got a message saying, how you doing, bro? I was like, yeah, I've sorted my head out a little bit. I'll speak to you guys at the weekend. And literally with 24 hours, now to the minute, Paul rang me. How are we feeling? You alright? Do you want to talk about it now? So no, I'll see you at the weekend. It's all good. It's just some demons in my head that I needed to sort out. I just didn't want to be around anybody.
Well, I don't want to get too personal, but what were the demons?
I've struggled a lot. Basically, my brother went in the army when he was 16. When he was 16, I was 11, 12. So I didn't really have a brother growing up, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I've tried to always relate everything to training. So no matter what I've done, I've always trained. I've done boxing, I've done football, I've done rugby, strongman, everything. Everything's always been training, which masked all my demons. So when lockdown happened and I wasn't going to the gym and I didn't have my PT business and all this, that and the other, everything just come rushing in.
Right.
Because everything that I did was related to the gym. So I didn't have my business, I didn't go to work. So I weren't talking to different people every couple of hours with my clients.
Right.
I weren't training, I weren't offloading into the gym rather than talking about it.
Yeah.
I was pushing myself to train and it all just come flooding in.
Why was there such a need to do what you were doing?
Because I wanted to belong.
So you didn't feel you fitted in?
No, I didn't feel that. Not that I didn't feel it. There was something inside me that would drive. It was like getting approval off somebody all the time.
Why did you feel that way?
No idea. I've spoke to, not at the time I didn't know, I have spoke to people since and they've figured it out. It was just related to when I was growing up. Like, brother went away, didn't really know any different, but then it was like a tumbleweed effect. Started doing my own thing. Yeah. Got into the gym, never really dealt with that part of my brother going away, this, that and the other. And my old man's probably, as much as like anybody else's old man, it's, you don't talk to me, blah, blah, blah. See, it was different back then, so you didn't do that.
No, you did not, no.
So you just got on with it.
Yeah. And
there have been many a times that I was training in the gym and inside, I just wanted to let it out, but I was like, no, just keep training.
So when you were training, what thoughts were going through your mind?
Looking back now, I think it's that persona of being the big man all the time as well. That gets in your head, and you've got to live up to it all the time.
But why was that so important to you?
Honestly, I've spoke to doctors about it and psychiatrists. I've got no idea. They can't get it out, man. I just can't put a finger on it.
There's got to be a link somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
to your brother. There's something going on there, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't know if it was just striving to be the best of everything that I ever did. that pushed me to do what I've done.
So was your brother always the best?
No, he wasn't even sporty. This is the thing that...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He was like a laid back, just geek. He didn't do sports. So it wasn't even like I was trying to take over his realm of the best footballer or the best rugby player, because he didn't do anything like that. So I was all football growing up. I was football mad. Then I went to rugby. Then I went
why did you make that change? Because I mean, I did exactly the same.
Because I was playing football at an alrightish level, and when I was growing up, I was quite tall, but I was very skinny. And then obviously going up through the ranks into seniors and stuff like that, I played rugby at school and stuff. Don't get me wrong. It was just everybody saying, "Oh, you need to get to the gym, put a bit of weight on. You're going to get pushed off the ball." Blah blah blah. Went to the gym, put weight on, and all the lads were like, "Why don't you go play rugby? You built like a tank now." And that was it.
One thing after another.
Yeah. And that was it then. I've trained for 22 years.
Yeah, I've seen some of the images. I mean, my God, you had a body and half on you, didn't you? I mean, when you were really at it.
Yeah, when I competed, yeah.
Why did you feel the need to go from, let's say, the rugby, and then to really trim yourself down? Because, I mean, you did, didn't you?
Basically, I mean, he passed away this year, bless him, my coach. I was training. I've always been into training. I wasn't doing my rugby as often as I was, this, that and the other, and I was training heavily. And he come up to me and he says, "With your physique, you should compete." And I just went, "Let's do it then." And he went just like that. So let's do it. Let's set a target. Let's go. And I just changed everything. Trained my ass off for like 4 years, and then a year.
Is that how long it was?
We set the date. We gave ourselves a year to get on stage.
Wow.
And that was it.
Who was your trainer?
Paul Short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Passed away this year. Bless him.
Yeah.
Next time on Real Men Talk, we hear how Ben, Paul and Nathan rally the troops. If you'd like to be featured on Newark TV, why not drop us a line on info@newark-tv.co.uk. Oh, and don't forget, hit the subscribe button